السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نحمد ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. أما بعد, we've heard many speeches, many reminders, and honestly, I was sitting there thinking, what else can I share? And as I was thinking about that, I asked Sheikh Maqsood, and he didn't give me any suggestion. I just asked him, and subhanAllah, I just had a flash. Many years ago, 2008, I was sitting at a graduation ceremony in Karachi. And one of the mashayikh came, rahmatullah, he passed away now. And he came and he gave a very non-conventional graduation speech. And I was very intrigued by that. And I'm going to share what he said. He said that, he started by saying that, إن العبد المؤمن إذا كان في انقطاع من الدنيا وإقبال من الآخرة. As Hadith Bara bin Azib anhu, that a believer, when he is about to or she is about to leave this world, and they're about to enter into the realm of akhirah, as many of us, and he's taking the metaphor of leaving from your school, going into your next life. So this is not just for the students only; it's for all of us. And this is an interest. This is a very important part of our life. That those last few seconds, the hadith of the Prophet of Tamim Dari, radiyallahu anhu. The Prophet says that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decides to take the soul of one of his friends, he calls Malak al-Maut, and he says to him, انطلق إلى ولي من أوليائي فأتني به فإني قد جربته بالسراء والضراء فوجدته حيث أحب فأتني به لأريحه من هموم الدنيا وغمومها. He tells Malak al-Maut, go and bring this friend of mine that is been in this world, and I have tested him with goodness and I've tested him with hardship, and he's always passed all the tests. Bring him so I can finally comfort him. So then in this hadith, when the Shaykh was speaking, we know that the akhirah, the realm of akhirah is 1,000 years. So if you do the calculation, how long is one day? How long is one day? If we do the calculation, I'll tell you the calculation right now quickly. One day will be if one day is 1,000 years, so 1 hour is going to be about 41 years. 1 minute would be about 253 days. 1 second would be about four days, 4.5 days. So that 1 second, my brother Abdul Rahman Waheed passed away, and even if it took him 4 or 5 seconds, that 1 second takes that's this entire thing is happening at that time. It looks really quick to you, but there's a whole realm taking place beyond you. And so he took one word from this entire message of the angels, just one word. The أَلَّا تَخَافُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا. And I just spoke about this yesterday too, so I said it's perfect, I can just share it with you. وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا. He took this one word, he says, the angels are going to say to you, don't fear of what's coming forward. Why? Because a believer, throughout your life, as you're studying, you're always concerned after the amal if it's accepted or not. You're always concerned. So at that point, when you're leaving this world, the first bashara you get, don't worry, don't fear. One of the meanings of this word is don't fear about your acceptance. Allah has accepted you. وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا. And don't have huzn. Don't be sad. And then the scholar he mentions, he says, who is this being mentioned for? One of the meanings of this is, and I read this exact interpretation of this tafsir in the talk of Sheikh Yusuf Kandari rahmatullah alayhi. He says, when this person is leaving this world, he's going to be told, La tahzanu. What does huzn mean? Think about the person. Think about someone that you know in this world who's leaving this world, and he's been sponsoring 100 orphans that nobody knows about. Nobody knows. You're sponsoring these 100 orphans. As your soul is leaving your body, you're thinking, what's going to happen to those 100 orphans? Think about my brother as his soul was leaving this world, the things that he's doing for his mom. Okay, who's going to do that? For his brothers. Right away, you start thinking about all the people that counted on you, all the people that you were helping, that you were supporting. That thought will start crossing your mind. And at this point, the Sheikh stopped and he said, right now, I ask you, ask yourself a very sincere question. If you die today, how many people will actually miss you? How many people are actually counting on you at this very moment? How many good deeds are you doing that are hidden that you're going to be concerned about as your soul is leaving this world? Ask yourself those questions, because that's going to happen to you as your soul leaves this world. The Prophet ﷺ, he says, Inna lillahi ta'ala aqwami ikhtassahum bin-ni'ami li-manafi al-ibad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala divinely selects certain individuals, and He selects them for certain ni'mas. Everything we have is a ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything. Money, time, ilm, this is all ni'mah. And Allah selects different individuals. We're all different individuals with different ni'mah sitting in this room, and we all come together. However, why did Allah give you this ni'mah? The Prophet makes it very clear. You receive this ni'mah لِمَنَافِعِ الْعِبَادِ, so that others can benefit from you. Not that you can benefit from the ni'mah yourself. يُقِرُّهُمْ فِيهِمْ مَا بَذَلُوهَا. And Allah continues to bless you with that ni'mah so long as others are benefiting from that ni'mah through you. فَإِذَا مَنَعُوهَا حَوَلَهَا إِلَى غَيْرِهِمْ. Another hadith of Abdullah bin Abbas, the wording is in tabarrama. Tabarrama is an interesting word. If the person actually gets annoyed that people are benefiting from me, relying on me too much. So as you are graduating from Miftaah, you want to start seeing if you're really doing good in your life. Start seeing how many people are benefiting from you. How many people are benefiting from your presence? How many people are you removing the difficulty and hardship from your mother, your father, your siblings, people in your community? Like, who counts on you for something? Even if it's as simple as my brother taking out the garbage from my mom Sunday night. My mom counted on him for that. And that's something you're thinking about as you're leaving this world. Who's going to do that? And the Prophet says that the moment that you start thinking that, the ni'mah that you have, people are not benefiting from that ni'mah from you, brother and sister, wallahi, like money is a ni'mah. And it's not yours first, it's someone else's first. Ilm is a ni'mah, it's not yours first, it's someone else's first. Your whole life is meant to be dedicated for others so they can benefit from you. The Prophet says the moment a person gets annoyed or doesn't fulfill the right of this ni'mah, the Prophet removes that ni'mah from that person and gives it to somebody else. Yeah. Fudayl ibn Iyad, the famous narration, he was sitting there, someone comes to him, just sit down to read. I can see Mufti Asim, pulling this off. He sits down and he wants to read, and someone who really wants to read, doesn't want to disturb him. Someone comes and asks him, can you help me with this? Then he gets up, comes back. Someone else asks him, can you help me with this? This happens more than 7 times. Oh, yeah. Finally, the person who was sitting in front of him said, when he finally sat down the 8th time, and someone else came to him and said to him, hey, can you stop? He just wants to read. And Fudayl looks at him and says, أَمَا عَلِمْتَ أَنَّ حَوَائِجَ النَّاسِ إِلَيْكُمْ نِعْمَةٌ عَلَيْكُمْ أَنَّ حَوَائِجَ النَّاسِ إِلَيْكُمْ نِعْمَةٌ عَلَيْكُمْ. Don't you know that if Allah turned people's hearts towards you because they think that you are worthy of helping them at the times of need, this is a ni'mah Allah is blessing you with. And if you get annoyed by that, Allah will take that ni'mah and make you the person that needs somebody else. So I ask all of us, think about, really, it's not that difficult. When the angels at that time, they say, Allah tahzanu, they're literally telling you, right when you're saying that, they're saying to you, Nahnu awliyakum fil hayati fil akhirah. Don't worry, that part of it, we got it, because you are being used to fulfill that responsibility while you're alive. We will take care of those orphans because we were taking care of them all along anyways. We were just using you in place of that. Iqbal, he says, he says, look, the days of me being alone in this dunya, they're gone now. I'm in the realm of akhirah. Allah's taking care of things behind my back. I request all of you guys just keep these thoughts in mind. Those who are sitting here that studied with us. As you leave, make sure you were gone from your parents for a year, or the associate students. Your job now is to make sure that you are always in the aid of somebody else. You want to see if Allah is going to help you, then it's proportionate to how much people are benefiting from you in this life. Jazakallah khair.